Bukchon Hanok Village is more than 600 years old and is one of the best preserved historic sites in Korea. In this video, you'll get to see our journey to the village along with some beautiful shots of it while the sun was setting.
And because what we captured ended up being so gosh darn beautiful, we decided not to do any talking over the shots and will instead do a commentary on our experience at the end of this video. So we hope you'll join us on this adventure today, and without further ado, this is Bukchon Hanok Village. Alright, so Clara and I are near
삼청동
and we are trying to see
삼청로. Yeah. 삼청로 is road, so 삼청 street.
but what are we trying to look at?
So we're trying to go up toward Bukchon Hanok Village, which is a traditional Korean house like village, but right now we're in a different altitude. So we're trying to find our way up to climb up the stairs, but we can't really find a clear path to get it.
So we're gonna be trying some random stairs that we see just laying around. And basically we're at the bottom of a mountain and we're trying to get to the top of the mountain. And anyway, historic village, that's kind of what we're trying to look at. Historic architecture, just like taking a look at all the historic stuff, and hope to get some cool shots because it's gonna be close to nighttime. And hope you enjoy this video. Let's go. So these stairs did end up taking us to the top, and instead of speeding up the footage and flying through everything in 10 seconds, we thought we'd keep the pace as it is and take this time to appreciate this little back alley while going over some fun facts about the village. Part of the reason is because I am a total sucker for some fun facts, but the other reason is because I found this walking footage calming and almost humbling. There's something about that fusion of old and new, the clash of history and modernism, and even the concepts of destruction and peace that seems to exist effortlessly, almost like whispers from the walls.
And before you get too caught up in the poetics of all of this, I think we should get to the fun facts because there's so much more once you get to the village itself.
Yes, you are right. And so I present to you some fun facts about the Bukchon Hanok Village.
This village was formed during the Joseon dynasty, with parts of it dating back to the late 1300s. It was strategically placed near the palace so that the high-ranking officials and the noble class could live close by. Since its inception, the village continued to grow bit by bit over the years, and despite having faced multiple waves of changes and destruction, it remains one of the best preserved historic sites, with many of its hanok having been preserved or restored in the late 20th and early 21st centuries.
By concept, the village itself has been around for over 600 years, and today it's not just an area that people can go and observe, it's in use, a real residential neighborhood with only a portion of the hanok turned into cultural centers, guest houses, restaurants, shops, and tea houses. It's said that you can get a fantastic view of the city from up here, and we're about to see what it looks like at the top of these steps. Alright, so we, as you can see from the footage, pretty much did a Stairmaster all the way to the top. It was fun.
It's good that we found the right way up.
It was a good guess, and it was pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty fun. But we are here, got a really nice view of the mountains. We're gonna look for the historic area and enjoy all the views.
Let's have fun.
All right, so we have just, I wonder if that music is like loud, but anyway, we have just finished.
The Bukchon Hanok Village walkthrough.
Yes, we have just finished that walkthrough, and it was very peaceful for the most part. Some people were crazy and loud,
Always.
but it was a lot of fun. We're back in like civilization. There's music, there's gift shops, there's convenience stores, but that was fun. It's nice to see all those old houses and stuff like that.
And always along with a lot of cats.
Yeah, there were a lot of cats.
It was really nice.
Hope you enjoyed the views. Tried to capture it as best as I could. That's it. Walking through Bukchon Hanok Village was an incredible experience. The view we got at the top was crazy, and getting fully immersed in the architecture, especially on the occasions where we had a street to ourselves, really made me feel like we were peeking into the past.
I agree on that note of architecture. I think my favorite part was actually seeing the Hanok, as obvious as that might sound. The fact that they were homes that were only 1 or 2 stories high gives me a very different feeling from the high-rises that I see all throughout Seoul. Almost like a comfort. With the stone walls and especially the cats climbing around the rooftops, it gave the area a lot of character and, for me, a sense of peace.
I 100% agree. The details in the carvings, the stone, and the tiling all seem to carry years of stories that we could only wish to hear. It's like that one saying, if trees could talk. And while I think we could go on and on about our experience here, I do think it's time for us to bring this video to a close.
We hope you enjoyed the video,
Thank you all so much for watching.
and peace out!